He's right about that, yeah. Tough fight for me, too. I can tell you, I'm not a bully. I've never walked into a fight I knew I was going to win. He can win this fight, but I can beat him, too.
And what does it mean to have fought, you know, a lot of people have talked about this, that you fought John Jones, you fought Anderson Silva, and you fought Fedor Emelianenko, three of the, I'm not saying you're not great, but three of the great mixed martial artists, and no one else, I assume, will ever get to fight all three of those guys.
Yeah, I never thought in those perspectives, but I get asked that a lot. So maybe I need to reevaluate. Maybe maybe it is an honor, but I don't feel that way. I just feel like it's hard. I've never got to enjoy my career, which I look back at and really regret. I wish I did enjoy some of these moments, but it's always been so hard. The work is so hard and the stressful, and the environment, and the competition, everything that's on the line. So I never thought about it like that. When I was a wrestler, you took on everybody. So in fighting, I've never looked at myself as fortunate. But I think maybe I'm looking at it wrong. I think I have been fortunate, but I've never looked at it like that. There's guys on the roster, and we meet up and we fight whenever we can, and move on. So I suppose there's something to that, and I wish I did appreciate it more.
Maybe you'll appreciate it after the career's over. Then.
What is this microphone? It's fur on it. I've never seen anything like this.
It's Don King, isn't it?
Yes, it is Don King. That is what it is. Yes.
Trash talking my microphone. Now.
Sure. I don't talk trash. I talk truth. Fedor's the greatest heavyweight of all time. He's taken on the greatest fighter of all time, and there's a big difference. And I think that the heavyweight class is a very overrated class. I don't respect it. I haven't respected it my entire life. It's they're like the 125 pounders. Sometimes you got to just have divisions to be nice to people. But I could be wrong about that. I'm open to being wrong about it. I'm going to find out on Saturday. But I would take my silver medals in the weight classes I got them at versus any heavyweight any day.
Would it mean a lot to you to stop Fedor in this fight?
To actually stop the fight, have the referee stop it or something along those lines?
Yes,
to beat him.
by TKO, KO.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. The shorter the fight is, the better, particularly we are in a tournament. It's going to be a quick turnaround for whoever comes out of this thing. So, if I was being fair, I would love to be out of there as quick as possible.
Are you predicting that?
No, I'm not. I'm just predicting I'm going to fight him. I'm going to grind and push and, win the rounds where I can, win the spots where I can, protect myself where I can. I've never dealt with power like his. It's a very intimidating power. I haven't even felt it in the practice room, so I'll kind of get one shot at it. But I find that intriguing. That's part of the motivation for me. I'm very worried about it, but that's a positive. That's part of why we do this sport, or at least I do. So, that's it.
Last one from me. He's quite an intimidating man, isn't he? There's an intimidating presence about him.
He fights the way he gives interviews, right? I mean, there's no sharp edges. It's just, but he's got power on his feet. You want to stay on your feet, you got to deal with that. You go take him down, he'll roll you over and start beating you up on top. Right when he's beating you up on top, then all of a sudden he'll go for an arm or a neck, he's just really an open guy. He's really diverse. There's no spot that I'm going to be in this fight that I'm going to be comfortable because there's no chance to rest. There's no chance to, okay, good, I got him here. He's got explosive power that I've never dealt with. I don't know many human beings have it, but I haven't had to deal with anything like it. That size and the size difference and the strength, strength difference, he'll be a stronger guy. It just creates for more explosion. And that's a problem. That's an intangible you can't really put your hand on. Explosion, athleticism. You can train for punches and kicks. You can't train for athleticism. And I think he has it. Yeah, I think he's a very good fighter.
Had this run now where you haven't had to cut weight for these fights. How much healthier do you feel not having that?
It's definitely a fight. The making weight is the fight before the fight, and it's a focus and it's a lifestyle change. It's a distraction, but there's also that switch when you get off the scale that you go into and go, okay, the competition's here, and I don't have that, and it's creating a bit of a panic for me. Maybe that's a good thing, but maybe it's not. I don't know the spot, and I haven't felt the stresses of the week. I haven't felt the reality that the competition is coming up. That's just always something I've had as a barrier before it was fight time, and it's gone. And it's weird. It's weird. I will tell you, I do like it. If I had to choose one of the two, I would rather be comfortable now than uncomfortable. But physically, but psychologically, it's different. Things are different.
Where are you at right now, and where do you expect to be?
For the weigh-in,
Yeah.
I can weigh in as much as I would like to get in the ring about 220. What I'll weigh in at, I have breakfast and stuff beforehand, so I could have a couple of false pounds there. But I would expect to be around 223, 224, maybe less, but somewhere in there.
So how do you have time for all this stuff that you're doing? You have your podcast, your YouTube page, ESPN, ESPN Plus, or just covering Khabib versus McGregor. How do you have time for all this stuff?
So
And now you got a fight, by the way, on Saturday.
Yeah. Thanks, Mark. Thanks for that. But I hate days off. I despise them. That would be, if you tell me I had to go on vacation, that would just be miserable for me. So I actually have a vacation coming up with my wife. So I mean, it's.
Is that weird?
Well, I hate days off so much. I don't like to sleep. I don't like time off. So the busier I can be for me, the better. But I don't sacrifice anything for the fight career and the competition. I've never missed a practice in my life due to having some other obligation. When it's time to practice, I go to practice.
You were working out in Vegas last week.
Yeah. I work out every day. Coach doesn't travel with me. I'll go to an affiliate gym. I was at AKA the week before and able to get workouts in Vegas. So the career does not, the fight career in the competition does not take a backseat. It's number one. Work-wise, family. You understood my message.
Fedor is only 2 or 3 takedowns within the last 10 years. What ground game do you expect?
Yeah, for Fedor, I don't know. I'm not confident I can get him down. I am confident that if I get him down, he won't get up. That doesn't make me right, but that's where my confidence lies. I don't think he can get out from underneath me, but getting in there is going to be hard. Even when I just faced off with him, he's a little bit shorter than any opponent I've had to face. He's under 6 feet tall, and that makes it hard. I don't know if you guys realize it makes it hard because a wrestler to get underneath the guy. So it'll be a different kind of fight for me.
How different is it having someone that doesn't respond to your verbal jabs?
It's probably helpful. I mean, what are you going to do, right? You can either be the useful idiot that's going to get abused and annoyed and ridiculed, or you can just not speak the language. Guys are getting up and walking out of press conferences now to avoid being ridiculed by. It's a tough spot, man. Those guys get put in a tough spot. They're just not. We're not intellectually equal.
Is that the right move for Beef to leave that press conference?
I think it was bad for media. I would always encourage guys to stay in front of the media. I don't know if fighters fully understand the value that you guys bring and you are willing to bring to a guy for free. I think he should show you a certain amount of respect. At the same time, he was going to get ridiculed. It was going to be brutal. It was going to be awful. So if you can leave with the moral high ground of this is what the clock said, it's as good as moving any to get out of there.
You've been talking about Fedor for a number of years now, but do you ever think that you'd actually have a chance to fight him?
No, I didn't think so. I thought this was Randy's fight. I wanted it to be Randy's fight. I used to think about Fedor a lot when I'd be training, I'd be running, I'd be doing my exercise, I'd be thinking about Fedor. But I was a middleweight, and he was a heavyweight, and he was wrestling in Japan, and I was fighting in America, and I did not think our paths would ever cross.
When you say wrestling in Japan, what do you mean by that?
I mean, the fights were fixed. You know exactly what I meant by it. You just wanted me to say it.
Well, you're a member of the media now, so you know how things operate.
Yeah, fair point.
Now that you said some negative things about him in the past, now that you've watched him on film and you've seen him, now that you're preparing for a fight with him, anything change about your perception of him?
No. I mean, the negative stuff comes just from a competitive standpoint. I don't know him as a person. Even the guys I fiercely dislike in the sport, I don't want them to have bad lives. I just competitively want to beat them. So, but I look for that stuff. I don't look to sit back like some being awe of another person. It's unarmed combat. He doesn't get to bring anything in the ring that I don't. And we have so many cowards in this sport. Our fans are turning into cowards. The fighters in the locker room have been chickens for years. But that's really who my message is. It's not really to Fedor. It's to the rest of the guys on the roster that duck and dodge and hide and call in sick and don't want to make weight and need more money thrown in them. And any other excuse they can get out of going out there and doing the heavy lifting. That's who the message is to. So, Fedor had to be the brunt of it. I don't know if he misinterpreted it the wrong way, but I don't really give a damn if he did.
You think he's the best heavyweight of all time?
I think he's the best heavyweight. Here's one that may surprise you, but I think Josh Barnett needs to be in that conversation, and I think Verdun's in that conversation, and I think that's probably where it is. I think it's between those three. And if I had to pick one, I think I would say it's Fedor. But I think those other two need their credit.
If you were to win this tournament, would that cement him as the best of all time, you think?
If he wins the tournament, I think so, because you got to understand he would be transcending generations. I thought that was what was so impressive with George St. Pierre when he went out the first time after he beat Hendricks. He beat all the guys of yesteryear, he beat all the guys of his time, some of them twice over, and then he beat the next generation. Johnny went and ran with the title for a while. So yeah, I think so. If he can beat guys of 3 different generations, I think he should get his credit.
3 more guys.
I think he probably gets his credit anyway, but I think that was salute to your point.
We're waiting for some comedy night before the fight.
For me, I don't have any comedy night, man. I'm just here to fight. This is a tournament. You have to understand it's a little bit different for us athletes. It doesn't come from animosity.
Chicago, for example.
Yeah, these fights didn't get picked out for, for personal reasons. It's a straight line bracket. You advance, you take on whoever's in front.
What did they put on today? met with Khabib Nurmagomedov, and probably you will watch your fighters. What will be your message for this?
That's a tremendous honor. Did he say my name, or did he just say I watched Fedor's fight?
Of course, you will watch it.
I was just wondering if he said my name. I was wondering that would be an exciting moment for me. I know our president's going to be watching too, but that's a pretty cool thing.
As an analyst, what do you feel about Friday's main event between Mitrione and Bader, taking out the fact that the winner fights you?
I like that fight a lot. I think it's probably. I don't think we're going to see any surprises. I think Mitrione's got to, take care of him on his feet, and Bader's got to drag him down. I trust those guys. That's what those guys are saying. Mitrione thinks he can knock him out, and Bader thinks he can drag him down. I think they're both right. I think if Mitrione lands, Bader's in trouble. Bader gets a hold of him, Mitrione's probably not going to get up for a little bit. So, good fight. I wish I was first. I wish I was on Friday and I could go and watch their fight and ridicule them or enjoy them however I wanted to do it. But, yeah.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you very much.